Da 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 da. Okay, hello. We're filming from the back room on top of the recycling bin because the usual room is under a state of distress, as it were, because I'm doing a bit of a cleanup. And so it's the end of the month, the monthly pickup video, as it were. Not a whole lot of pickups, but some interesting finds nonetheless. At least I think so. First off, for the Game Boy Advance, we have Whack-A-Mole. It is a game about whacking moles. How this didn't become a multi-million-dollar franchise that Activision could exploit with multiple entries year after year, the world may never know, but regardless, that's the thing that exists that I picked up because I figured why not. Next up, for the PlayStation, we have Power Slave, true 3D level action. It's one of the earlier first-person shooters. It's one of those games that the name kind of sticks in your head since forever. Like, I first heard about this game like ages ago, but I've never actually seen a copy of it until I picked it up, obviously, about a couple weeks ago, so that's something worth checking out, I guess. Next up, we've got a bunch of Wii games. First off, from Walmart, we have Sin and Punishment Star Successor. Cost me about $10, and it apparently registers as a DVD on the receipt. So that's kind of funny. Also for the Wii, we have Resident Evil, the Darkside Chronicles, which apparently requires a Wii Zapper, which is a plastic thing that organizes your nunchuck and Wii remote in a certain fashion, but you could play I guess you could play without the things. I haven't tried it yet. I only got it recently. Also for the Wii, we have Boy and His Blob, which is a remake of the NES classic, cult classic, I guess. I've only played a bit of the NES version. That's kind of fun, I guess. I've only played a bit of it. That's all I can really say. Last two are Super Nintendo games, and the first one cost me an arm and a leg. Well, not that much, but still a fairly pricey game. That's Chrono Trigger. Finally got a copy for the SNES. And it's in a pretty box. It cost, well, you know what, I'll go ahead and say it'll cost me about $100, more or less. Which is about, I guess, the standard asking price, I suppose. I checked, I promised. I usually am not crazy about spewing out how much I pay for these things. It's not something I'm too comfortable with spewing finances out there. How much I spend on things is, quite frankly, none of your business, but nonetheless, there you go. So, the last thing that I picked up, and this is kind of an interesting little thing because it's not something you would normally find on the Super Nintendo in any capacity until recently when reproductions became the norm. And that's this Super 4-in-1 multi-cart thing, which contains Hagane, Mega Man 7, Mega Man X, and Sunset Riders. So this is a recent development, and it is official, I promise you. See, it's licensed by Nintendo, and it has the official Nintendo seal of quality, and it has the Super Nintendo logo. It doesn't have a very official looking Nintendo logo. It looks a little bootleg and a little cheap. And, God bless them, they copied the back of that label, but, yeah, anyways, that's a 4-in-1 multi-cart. I only bought it for the novelty of it, and who knows, we might make it into a little video, and I have played it a bit, and it might be video worthy, let me tell you. So, that's my haul for, June 2017. Like I said, not a whole lot, but some interesting stuff nonetheless. And certainly happy to have a copy of Chrono Trigger. Obviously, I'm going to be playing it, because of course I will. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. So It's getting a little cold in here, which is funny because it's summer. It's supposed to be nice and sun, but it's been raining the whole week and supposed to rain for the whole week. And wane and rain and it's late. I'm going to bed. Good night.